In 1905, Paul Harris organized the very first Rotary Club in friendship and fellowship. Paul Harris did this with 3 clients and local businessmen, Gustavo, Sylvester, and Shori. His main goal was to have professionals come together in fellowship and have businessmen sit together and discuss while enjoying fellowship. Welcome to the Rotary Moment Show. Now you would wonder why I would talk about Paul Harris, who started Rotary long time ago in 1905. The individual we are going to profile today is the Charter District Governor of District 9213, the District Governor John Magezi Ndamira. He has done it all. He is a philanthropist. He is a man who loves people. He is a man who loves child and maternal health. Today's show is about him because, well, just a few days down the road, he is going to be waving us off to the next governor. But what has he done during his year? We want to find out. We want to know who he is. Who is this mystery man who has done so wonderfully? Who has brought this district $4 million US? Who has brought dialysis machines? Who has brought e-learning? Who has an eye clinic set up in Jinja? Who has 100 children going to India for heart surgery? Wait for it. Have you ever imagined what happens when you look at a gentleman clad in a beautiful suit, leading over 5,000 people of different walks of life? Ever imagined what those people have when they go back home or wake up at the side of their bed? It gives me a lot of pleasure to interview Mami Barbara. But Mami Barbara is the wife to the district governor, the charter district governor of 9213. Welcome to the Rotary Moment, Mami Barbara.
Thank you very much, my dear.
It is about showing people that Rotary is a lot more than everybody thinks. It is about showing people that we are all human beings. The painting of what Rotary is must be put out crisply so that we are not misunderstood as might have been. So we must show the people who have assisted, the leaders that have led these beautiful districts from when there were so many countries redistricting to now the governor, John Magezi Ndamira. Now I'm going to ask, what is your normal morning? What happens if you woke up? What happens in the morning?
I am not an early riser, and therefore the governor will be up doing his exercises and everything, and I'll still be in the bedroom. However, that does not mean that I'm not up and about, because that's the time I'll also do my early morning calls if I have any. I will reach out if I need to respond to anything or email that came in the night before, but I'm still in my room.
How have you managed to support him in that family setting?
I'm one of those people who appreciate routine. So that means that because I know that the governor will have this in the morning, it's prepared the night before. Rotary is about family.
Yes.
That's one thing I discovered when my husband joined Rotary. And I discovered that it was his passion and his calling. So in my mind, I was, how best do I fit in? How best do I support him to pick up on his calling? And what I've done is to make sure that I'm in the background pushing.
How many children do you have?
Matthew Magezi Ndamira, Timothy John Magezi Ndamira, and Crystal Rosebud Magezi Ndamira. So we also have another daughter we brought up, my niece. She is Faith Kasura Usinge. This one. The most recent joyous moment in our life was on 12th December 2020 when our son Matthew Magezi Ndamira acquired a wife. We were in Arusha, Tanzania, And this is our son, our daughter-in-law, Asnat, now Mrs. Asnat Magazindamira.
For all of us that love to serve, District 9213 has brought us a celebration. Let's not miss the action. The Rotary Moment Show has got all of us that will not attend physically well covered. We have put together a well-packaged production crew that will cover the event in real time and bring it straight into your home. Enjoy the extreme as the positive change makers are celebrating service that changes lives. Catch us live on YouTube and Facebook and keep informed. The 97th DCA at Enashapai Resort and Spa Naivasha, Kenya. Live on Rotary Moments Show. Celebrating service that changes lives.
Down below are our social media handles where you can go subscribe and be able to watch every second of the district conference. Looking forward to seeing you as you see us enjoy ourselves. So you've allowed him and said, it's your time. It's 1 year. I'll make sure I support you. What advice would you still, and this time I'm talking about Anns, because we do not want to shy away that we have very many Rotarians who have to explain themselves. I'm going for an installation, I'm going for a conference. Now we have the district conference. You have to explain, we have fellowships in the evening, we have fellowship at lunch, and you find some of the Rotarians attending all of them. He attends lunchtime, he attends at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and gets home at 9. What is that message you'd give to Anns that have Rotarians that are in service? They are serving their clubs or their district. You've tested it, you've seen what happens. What is that you want them to take away?
Well, it is important to create the space. It is important to add another agenda to your life.
Yes.
As your husband takes on this task of being the district governor or a Rotary president or an assistant governor, or even just somebody who's charge of community service in Rotary. It is important to add that on your agenda in life and say, we did have an agenda as me and John, then me and John and the children, then me and John and the work that we have to do in order to support our family and develop, and then me and John, the family, the job, and Rotary. So it became important that we add Rotary to the agenda because we realized that that is what makes John happy, that's what makes the district governor happy. We create space for each other's opportunities. I have to be frank with you that all members of our family have their passions.
Yes.
Everybody has their passion. So we've created time for Rotary in the family for this past 1 year. The children know. Very important example, my son made sure that after his wedding he extended his stay in Uganda so that he could attend the district governor when he was being installed as district governor. They will be flying in to Naivasha to make sure that they attend Daddy's moment.
Make sure to interview one at least.
There for Daddy. So you add Rotary to the family agenda to make sure that you're able to support the district governor in what he's doing. My daughter will be sending in her thoughts and words of encouragement, words of appreciation. That is very important. We've really, really appreciated what John has done in Rotary. So what I would put out there for the spouses, for the partners of the Rotarian is create space. Add that item on the agenda. Make sure that you support the district governor because it's part and parcel of what he set out to do. And without you pulling and pushing on the time, he can do it much, much better than if you work with them. Yes.
Lovely. That is a message I think that will go to so many Anns and so many Andes that, and I want to take a moment there. A Rotarian's spouse, if you're a woman, you're an Ann. If you're a man, you're an Andy. And that's why I've just said that.
Yes.
But that goes a long way to see the reason the Rotary Moment exists is to demystify this big animal called Rotary in this district. And when we get folks like you coming and telling us it is okay, it is okay to have a Rotarian, it is okay to have somebody in service, it is okay for them to go for their fellowships, whether we understand them or not. Do they make them a better person? Do they make them lighter? And that acceptance, I think for me, is very nice. Now, I want to go to one other question about you and why you've not joined Rotary.
I've been waiting for that question. I actually knew that at one moment somebody somewhere is going to ask me that question. And it's not because I do not actually have a passion for serving the community, because I have served the community before. I was an executive member of the UWESO with working with Mama Janet, and I actually do love serving the community. And the work I do, my professional work, is about getting services to the people.
To people, yes.
Yes, through health, through water, through agriculture, through education. It's all about getting services to the people. But why haven't I joined Rotary? I didn't want to do things half and half. Because I do have a family, I do have children. Somebody somewhere has to take care of those children.
Yes.
I do have a job, and I do have a career. And everybody has their capacities within which they can operate.
Serve, yes.
So if you realize that in having an agenda of a district governor as my husband, children to bring up, my career to progress, you can't, and you look at the 24 hours in the day, you have to also reflect and say, as Barbara, what can I take on? What can I manage? What can I appreciate?
Yes.
So you're like, okay, we will serve Rotary through John. I don't think you've seen my pin, but I've also put my resources in there. I am actually a major donor.
Okay.
So we will support John to be the district governor. We will be part and parcel of his process, his profile in delivering to Rotary. But we don't need to put our name onto a Rotary club in order for us to do that. Because if we do, then we're taking our own Rotary journey.
Yes.
Okay? So I would be taking my own Rotary journey as a member of Rotary Club X, Y, or Z.
Yeah.
So I decided that let me be the wife, let me bring up the children, let me manage the home, let me put my resources where I can, and then let John be the Rotarian in the family and take the governorship forward. And one thing I appreciated after taking that decision, that all the RI presidents that I've had the pleasure to meet, actually their wives were not Rotarians.
They're not Rotarians, yes.
So I took the statistics going backwards, and I'm like, yes, you can do it, Barbara. You can actually support John become a better Rotarian without you being a Rotarian. You can embrace the values of Rotary to the extent that you are able to, and support your husband without you putting your name as Rotary X member. So I decided to take that path, and I think I've done it to the best of my ability.
Wonderfully, wonderfully said. But one thing she says, viewers, and I want you to note, she says she has met RI presidents. When she says RI, that's Rotary International presidents. So we have an RI president in the offing here. We have the governor, the charter district governor of 9213 in line for Rotary International president. Please note that.
From your
years. Amen, my dear. Amen. So I hope that Anns and Andys have been able to register that it is not always a rough ride to Rotary. You can actually sail through and still smile with the fellow Rotarians. My final question to Mami Barbara. You have been in Rotary, the Rotary environment, 27 years. You have been married 30 plus years. You have children, the grandchildren have come. You're running a beautiful, beautiful home. I love your home. Your husband has taken on this role. Did you know that he's going to be more busy after becoming the district governor? And that's a discussion we can hold later, but I know for sure that after this role, he's going to get more busy after becoming a district governor. What is your takeaway? What is your takeaway after all this has gone? You know, we've given him the governorship. He has done so well. He has delivered on things we did not believe we would have, especially even after COVID. So I want you to just take this from me. We appreciate him. We want to let you know he has performed. After all this is done, like I said, he's going to be more busy. What is your journey going to look like? What is your takeaway from this year? How do you plan to move forward? Are the children still going to fly in when he becomes, all right, president is big? You know, I want to hear that story, that story after this, because this one is big, but you're going to get bigger.
Well, I believe that we can embrace everything as it comes. Actually, when John was nominated as a district governor, I wasn't even in Arusha because I was hosting our executive directors from Washington, so I couldn't make it to Arusha. However, I started, you know, moving in his steps and asking him, what does this entail? And actually at one moment in 2020, when he was not yet district governor, but he was just district governor nominee,
Yes.
the Rotary received resources to provide support to COVID. And he was so engaged, he was so busy that I asked him, are you sure you're not yet district governor? Are you sure you're just district governor nominee? So how busy, how much extra does it
You
take?
know, yes.
You know, the hosting, people coming in and his friends. The good thing is that his friends are my friends.
Yes.
Not only through Rotary, but beyond Rotary.
Yes.
So his friends are my friends. And I saw the journey begin to get more and more, you know, busier as the time went on. So it has kind of culminated into the beautiful journey of his 1 year as district governor. And going after that, then it will be a question of, okay, selectively, what are those things that you need to take forward where you will need our support? It will not be a wholesale journey as it has been for the last 12 months. It will be a journey of, as PDG John, what are those things you must do where we must be?
Yeah.
And then we will now selectively provide the support that is needed as Rotarian spouse, the children. If, you know, we have to support him to host something, if I have to be by his side as he does particular ceremonies, that will be done. So it will now cease to be a wholesale agenda when Rotary is part and parcel of the agenda items on our day-to-day life, into a selective agenda where Rotary now becomes, where does Daddy need our support and how can we offer it, and then get back to the norm. So that's the way we've planned it, and that's the way the children know. They knew 2021-22, drop everything and walk the journey with Daddy. Going forward, he's reached his profile, he's done his best. Where does he need us to come in? It's not an everyday agenda.
Yeah.
So we'll take it in our stride and provide him with support.
The Bible says, I will give you a support system. I'm not quoting exactly. Please do not quote me. It says, let me give you a support system. Let me give you a helper. And let us see what you do with Eden. That's what God told Adam. And I think on that day when the district governor married Barbara, they did not tell her that she had in store a district governor, but they told her, you are married, you are his rib, and you're going to support him. Till death do you part. She has just attested to it and said, the next things that come, where do you need us? Who wouldn't need that support? Every Anne and Andy should just replicate this lady. Bringing for $4 million in Target. That is a wonderful thing to do. And kudos to Rotarian John Magezi Ndamira in support with his wife, Barbara Ndamira Magezi. It is with great pleasure to interview the District Governor of 9213. He has led us through the pandemic and after the pandemic, and he has done amazingly. Welcome to the Rotary Women Show, District Governor John Magezi Ndamira.
Thank you so much, Carol. My name is John Magezi Ndamira. I'm the District Governor for District 9213, one of the slightly over 500 Rotary International districts. What I do is to inspire clubs, inspire club presidents, inspire Rotarians to serve our communities. It's what we do best. And I support them to get partners. Working with partners is our greatest strength. My day starts quite early, 5:30. I'm up and planning my day on my computer and checking my program for the day and what is coming in the days ahead. 6:30, I get out and do my exercises in my compound because it's too early to start moving out. So what I do, I just do some skips in my compound, probably about 2,000 skips and a few crunches, exercises, and yeah, that ends my day for about an hour. Then I make sure that I check on the dogs. I play with my dogs because they are my security. You know, they are the ones that peep into the fence to see who is coming, which enemy is coming. You know, they scare them, but they're also good to have around, you know. I tell you, the dog will know you. Even when I hoot at the gate, the dog will know that I'm back. You'll see either wagging its tail or barking or something. So they are very good companions. Yeah. And then after that, I go back into my office, and my breakfast usually comes in about 9:30, 10. I'm not an early morning eater. I love my breakfast between 9 and 10.
My jackets there, my bags there, my books there, TV there, and all books scattered everywhere. But I know where each one of them is.
Yeah, looks a bit disorganized, but you know, I tried during the COVID times, I tried to really make it very organized. Well, it is really, but yeah, with time, because I was doing my office work, but also doing Rotary work. And that's why you see that I have lots of Rotary signage in my office, but I also keep all the office work that I was doing here. But I keep lots of tabs, you know, everything I remember, I put on the Post-it note and pin it on my computer or on my desk. Lots of documents that I'm working on. So everything, exercise, you know.
The beauty is that my desk is, I can sit, and I love working while standing. So 70% of the time I'm standing. And I just raise up my desk. And it depends which level. Sometimes I want it higher, sometimes I want it lower.
I put on music and I keep moving and working and moving and working. When I feel a little bit pain in one of my muscles, I get my the massager, just switch it on to massages, then I continue like that. Yeah, that's what I do in my office. Yeah, I juggle between Rotary and my place of work. And I was lucky a bit that during the COVID-19 lockdown, I visited almost all my clubs online. Probably 90% online. But I was also working. But, you know, that kept me working from 7 o'clock to 10, 11 in the night. And really that wasn't a very good way of working, because much of the time your eyes are on the screen. So it can be a little bit challenging. My office work is largely about coordination of the different teams. I have different teams, engineers, sociologists. You know, they are always going out into the field. We are supporting communities to understand irrigation so that they can be able to grow crops all the year round. And therefore we are supporting them in changing their mindset and giving them skills, equipping them, giving them better tools to be able to produce more, improve on their productivity and production, but also in their marketing, and be able to working together. You know, when they are together, they are able to market their product better. So during COVID-19, we could not go out into the field. We were largely working remotely, and that wasn't a bit easy. So it slowed down the whole process. Just the same like with Rotary clubs. You know, for the projects that we do, you need to go out and undertake the needs assessment, be able to meet the beneficiaries, be able to meet other stakeholders. You know, but now we couldn't do it during that period of lockdown. You know, movement was restricted. So it slowed down the processes too. But the beauty is that now, yeah, after January, when the restrictions were lifted, we are back to normal. But the online thing had its own silver lining, you know, because we adapted and we realized that we actually could do much better some of the things online. I mean, holding meetings online became something easy, you know. You can imagine if I have to move here and maybe go to Ministry of Finance or going to meet a club in Wakiso, it will take hours, you know, on the road. But you can have many meetings online within a short time, yeah.
For all of us that love to serve, District 9213 has brought us a celebration. Let's not miss the action. The Rotary Moment Show has got all of us that will not attend physically well covered. We have put together a well-packaged production crew that will cover the event in real time and bring it straight into your home. Enjoy the extreme as the positive change makers are celebrating service that changes lives. Catch us live on YouTube and Facebook and keep informed. The 97th DCA at Enashapai Resort and Spa Naivasha, Kenya. Live on Rotary Moments Show. Celebrating service that changes lives.
Down below are our social media handles where you can go subscribe and be able to watch every second of the district conference. Looking forward to seeing you as you see us enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, I enjoy my wine on meals. Yeah, after lunch, after dinner, just one glass or two is a good thing. It helps digestion, but you know, yeah, it keeps you going. Yeah, and as you saw, I have quite a number of different types of wines that I enjoy, mainly Cape wines. They are rich, dry red wines.
Cheers.
We started with 92 clubs, so that means 92 presidents. To date, we have 96 clubs. We have 97 clubs, so we've just chartered 5 new clubs, Rotary clubs. You know, presidents are the real they are the core leaders of everything that we do. Because Rotary, we work through clubs. And prior to our year, we undertake training. So we do training of these presidents and their officers, the club treasurers, the club secretaries, to equip them with knowledge of Rotary and leadership skills, because they need to work with other club committees, they need to work with all the Rotarians. So we give them those skills to make them better leaders, and therefore to grow clubs, to be able to serve better, to develop projects, and so on and so forth. So I'm happy with the Changemaker presidents, as we call them this year. They have done a great job. To see that we've had a net growth of about 632 to date is very commendable. To see that our contributions to the Rotary Foundation, it has exceeded $300,000 is again very commendable, and we are still growing. During the term, we've had several retreats, again, to come together and reflect and share experiences. Where they have challenges and issues, we do support them, because the district has, again, a district team to support the club presidents. And we have supported them in many ways. You know, we have equipped AGs with Zoom accounts. That was during the first 6 months, to support clubs to be able to meet online. And indeed, they were meeting online. And we have supported them with area support officers, again, to bridge the gap that was there between the district officers and the clubs. It's a lot of work that they do, and I really appreciate the Changemaker presidents and the district officers, what they are doing. Oh, the work with the community is great. I mean, in the 7 areas of focus, economic empowerment, water, sanitation and hygiene, and maternal and child health, our flagship project this year, peace, promoting peace and conflict resolution. We are in, you know, environment protection. So those areas of focus we are addressing, and I've visited communities and commissioned projects and launched new projects. It's amazing. The most projects that we have are under water, sanitation and hygiene. As you know, water is life, and it affects everyone. Where we have taken clean water in institutions like schools and hospitals that didn't have water, in communities, the local communities that didn't have water. You can tell this by the smiles of the women, the smiles of the children, the singing and dancing and ululations. I mean, this just tells you the happiness that we are bringing to these beneficiaries. Yeah, it's significant. I mean, I've been a Rotarian for the last 27 years. So my family members do understand what Rotary is. They had no idea what being a governor would make the home look like, or how it would transform it. They have seen it happen. I mean, all the children are not here. They are out, they are independent. The young girl is completing university this year. So I'm here with Barbara, my lovely wife. So the challenges have been, beginning January, I started moving quite a lot. But even prior to that, the meetings that I was having in my office there, I mean, I would lock myself up in that office for the whole day. Yeah, it takes a lot of time, but they do understand, you know, when they see me at the end of the day, tired, but satisfied that yes, the day has brought some results. Something something better. You know, I talk of the stories of the different people that I've met, the new friends that I've made, the changes in the communities that we have made. I mean, it's all fulfilling. I mean, you are tired, yes. You have spent money, yes. But you are happy. You are satisfied. It makes life worth it. Yeah, I mean, previously we've been largely, clubs have been working as silos. Most clubs have been working as silos. Most clubs have not had the experience of undertaking needs assessments. Probably I could say about less than 40% of the clubs have been having significant projects that you can talk about. But what we've been trying to do is to make a change and asking clubs to work together so that we have the strong clubs supporting what you would call the not so strong clubs. First of all, for such clubs to be able to learn how to develop a project, engaging the communities while undertaking a needs assessment, and to get their need, not what they want, you to understand the need in there. They'll give you a whole list, a whole wish list, but where is their need? Yeah. So to be able to identify that, and then to be able to identify partners. Again, it's a whole process. But I tell you that Rotary's best strength is identifying partners and working with partners, yes, because they are the biggest source of income, rather for our projects. When you talk about, again, the clubs, ours as clubs is to mobilize the communities. Having undertaken the needs assessment and developed the projects, mobilize the communities, make them aware of the need and how you are going to work together to meet that need. But also work with partners, and when the resources have been provided, be able to report back, be able to inform your partners, be able to inform the community how you are progressing, be able to attract membership into Rotary by communicating the good that you do in the community. Now, Rotary districts, all Rotary districts have district conferences. And that is a time to celebrate the good that you've done, showcase the projects that you have done. That is a time for Rotarians to come together and network, because it's now, beyond clubs, beyond the fellowships that we have in clubs, all Rotarians are together. And you get to know one another. So that is a time to share the stories, to listen to great speakers from just beyond the Rotary clubs that you'll be having in fellowships. So what we are organizing in Naivasha is a mega celebration. We've been locked for 2 years, not traveling for 2 years. I mean, this time we decided, let's just go out of Uganda, somewhere near, where it is not very expensive, that allows most Rotarians and partners to travel. And so we are going to Naivasha, and our expectation is numbers between 1,500 to 2,000. And we are going to Naivasha in a spa resort and spa. It's a very good location, very good ambience, near lake, on the edges of Lake Naivasha, on the shores of Lake Naivasha. I mean, it's a good place to relax. But beyond that, we are showcasing our projects, the results, the outputs, and we are learning from each other. We also have a projects fair where we are showcasing the proposals that we have and encouraging partners. This will be online and also physical. So there will be a lot of discussion with partners out there, engaging partners and trying to sell our projects to them. We have great speakers. I mean, our keynote speaker, Dr. James Mwanji, the group chief executive of Equity Group Holdings, is a very great speaker. I mean, and there are several others that we have. So we are inviting everyone to come and listen to those great speakers, to come and celebrate with us, to come and network, make friends.
For all of us that love to serve, District 9213 has brought us a celebration. Let's not miss the action. The Rotary Moment Show has got all of us that will not attend physically well covered. We have put together a well-packaged production crew that will cover the event in real time and bring it straight into your home. Enjoy the extreme as the positive change makers are celebrating service that changes lives. Catch us live on YouTube and Facebook and keep informed. The 97th DCA at Enashapai Resort and Spa Naivasha, Kenya. Live on Rotary Moments Show. Celebrating service that changes lives.
Down below are our social media handles where you can go subscribe and be able to watch every second of the district conference. Looking forward to seeing you as you see us enjoy ourselves.
We are a new district, 9213, having been split. 9211 was split last Rotary year to create 9213 and 9214. So the challenges of a newborn baby are the same, a new district, a new organization. But I must thank the changemaker presidents, the district officers, and all the Rotarians, you know, even having gone through the lockdown the first 6 months, you know, the challenge, the pain of separation, you know. We always think, how do we work, you know. It's a bit painful, you know, but we have to move on. That's how Rotary grows. But I must thank everyone that we have worked very well. Yeah, the results are there to show. Our numbers are growing, our contribution to foundations are growing, the service to the community is growing. The flagship program, maternal and child health, is now sinking in. It has been the least addressed previously, but now we do realize, yes, we need to address, we need to support women. Maternal mortality is still high. We need to address those issues. And yes, I've seen whatever we do, whether it is in water, providing safe water, whether it is in disease prevention, through either Rotary Family Health Days, whatever we are doing supports the mother. You know, when you talk about giving out mosquito nets, when you talk about re-equipping some of these health centers where you go and there's no maternity center at all. A pregnant mother walks 10 kilometers. That's quite challenging, you know. So we need to address this. And you know, the mother is the centerpiece of the family unit. We revolve around the mother. Taking children to school, taking them to the health center when they are sick, preparing food for everyone, ensuring that there is water for everyone to drink and bathe. You know, it revolves around the mother. So we need to support pregnant mothers and the newborns. Finally, I want to call upon the public that knowing that the good that we do, and we are increasing our presence in the media, you know, including the social media, so that we communicate, especially to the young people that constitute the biggest population. We want you to know that Rotary gives satisfaction. Each one of us has a passion. Each one of us has something that God blessed him with. Use that passion, use that skill to serve your community, to contribute to a better community, to making of a better community. That gives fulfillment. That gives hope to those that are in despair, you know. all of us want to live in a better world, but each one of us must act.
Thank you for watching with us and enjoying this part of the profile of our district governor. He is a lovely soul, and a few days down the road, he is going to be handing over the mantle, but he's still here till July. The new district governor is Mike Sevalu, who is going to lead us through 2022 to 2023. We look forward to working with him. As you have seen John Damira serve, let us wait for the year of Mike Sevalu. This has been the Rotary Moment Show. Again, my name is Rotarian Carol Chazekakoza from the Rotary Club of Chiwature. Do join us again next Tuesday on the Rotary Moment Show here on UBC. And please view our other channels and our other programs, plus this one, on the Rotary Moment Show on YouTube and on Facebook, the Rotary Moment Show. This weekend we have something special for you. As we go out to the district conference, we shall be airing live on the Rotary Moment Show channel. And UBC will be showing recaps of the district conference at the end of each day from the 21st, 22nd and 23rd. Do catch us there and enjoy with us as we award the Rotary clubs that have done so well. Thank you.